Hey Taurus, how are you doing? This reading is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Keep in mind, this is a general read. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. What is going on for the fabulous and most magical Tauruses? What do you need to know? What do you need to see for your highest good? Present time, the High Priestess, Major Arcana 4, Pisces. Also read that as Cancer. What's coming towards you is the Five of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. What you're focused on is the Five of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. And your blocked and challenged position is the World, Major Arcana 4, the fixed signs, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo energy. And your outcome is the Four of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. Okay, Taurus. Let's clarify this and find out what is going on. Present time, you have the High Priestess, and the High Priestess is about secrecy and mystery. It is also about observing, paying attention to your intuition and trusting your gut feelings. And in your focus is this Five of Cups. Now, Five of Cups is, yes, loss, hurt, regret, resentment, crying over spilled milk. This is also a situation that is karmic, because in your blocked and challenged position is tying up loose ends where loose ends need to be tied up so that you can feel the freedom. But what's coming towards you is this Five of Swords. Now, the Five of Swords is cutting your losses, lose a battle, and at the end of the day, you will win the war. But there can also be somebody in a situation who you are karmically tied to, and somebody is having really bad closure issues. So somebody here does not want to close out a cycle because it benefits them, or you don't want to close out a cycle because you feel it benefits you. But your outcome here is a Four of Pentacles. Now, the Four of Pentacles is a withdrawn energy. I'm also getting something about feeling like you want to withdraw from the world. You want that freedom. So there is an energy of like, do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? Four of Pentacles is my bummed up card, the need for greed, or somebody here is very miserly, only gives you the time of day when they feel like giving you the time of day, and you need to close out this cycle. So there's an energy of like, observe your own behavior, but feel it in your body of how it feels when there's a situation that isn't totally wrapped up in a nice little bow. What is this High Priestess? Could be a friend. Because Five of Swords could be like a friend at a distance. And the King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Well, the King of Wands is a go-getter, an action taker. This is also you being very confident in your skin. There's something about paying attention to the signs and the signals. Let's see what this Five of Swords is. Five of Swords, yes, could be somebody who is very charming, very persuasive, possibly that King of Wands, who's trying to bait or hook you and keep you stuck in this element. So there is something of manipulative behavior. That person can also be very emotionally manipulative, or somebody who's holding a big fat grudge because you want to close something out. So somebody here is like, no, this benefits me here, Taurus. Like, we can't close out this cycle. I'm benefiting from you. So Four of Pentacles is you're the big fish in a small pond. So there's something about like, I want to get out into the world. And you're right. I want to get out of this cycle. There's like a pattern that's repeating. So what is this Five of Swords? And the Ten of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Ten of Swords is what? Take a bow, deuces, this is a dead end. This is also an impasse. This can also be a test. And you're going to pass the test with flying colors, because this is somebody who's like trying to bait or hook you and keep you in a dead end. But it's dead. And 10 and 5 together is 15. 15 in the tarot is the Devil energy, which is low hanging fruit, low vibration. So there is something like, not my vibe, not my tribe. And this Five of Cups. And it's like, I know my intuition is telling me to like stay confident, to keep persuading, or like to keep pushing through. You're right. You need to push through and rise above. Will I regret closing out this cycle? No. I feel like you're going to regret of not closing out this cycle. So 5 of Cups, somebody here, disappointing. Oh, I put so much time and effort into this and it's still disappointing. Yes. The person you disappoint most is yourself if you don't let this go. And the 7 of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Well, you have the 5 of Swords and the 7 of Swords and the 10 of Swords. The 7 of Swords can be, yeah, strategy. Somebody here is making swift, quick movements, or this is the blame game. So this person could be blaming and shaming you, that you're the problem in this karmic cycle. But the 7 of Swords can also be somebody who is a master manipulator. This person whips up tears and is like, boo-hoo, Taurus, I thought we were in this together, you know. But 7 of Swords is liar, cheater, stealer, thief. It means what or who is robbing your time, money, energy, and focus. That's why that King of Wands is there. It's to maintain your confidence, and also there's something about feeling inspired. Something around you is inspiring you and lifting you up and lifting you out of this situation. 7 of Swords can also be your own deceptive behavior where you feel like a victim in a circumstance. So let's just say like you feel like the victim of like, you know, nobody's here for me. Again, boo-hoo. Nobody's coming. Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's coming to save me. Nobody's coming to save anyone. So that's why it's like, save yourself. So let's see what this World card is. World card is also fixed energy. Somebody who's fixed and set in their ways, or you've been somewhere for a very long time. And need to go. Okay. I'm getting something about a friend as well. What is this World card in the blockage? And the Ace of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Well, the Ace of Swords in the upright is clarity, victory, triumph, and break free, break through. This is about seeing something crystal clearly. Either you're not seeing somebody crystal clearly and you maybe see or feel sorry for this person. Ace of Swords is your aha moment, but something here is not clear. Also, somebody's not wanting to cut this cord. Somebody wants to keep this going, keep this relationship alive. Could be a work relationship, could be, you know, even a person at a distance. Is this person telling the truth at the distance? No, right? Let's see what this 4 of Pentacles is. 4 of Pentacles is possession. It means gripping and holding on to a situation that is sinking, right? So this could also be, you know, bunging up your finances, or this is need more water. A lot of swords. It's like empty promises. Okay, so what is this 4 of Pentacles? This is also keeping your cards close to your chest. Same thing with the High Priestess. The High Priestess is quiet. And the 7 of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Could be dealing with a Leo. Possibly a Pisces or a Cancer. 4 of Pentacles is Capricorn energy, which is father. And this 7 of Wands is something coming in and catching you off guard or by surprise. Or maybe you are actually surprised by this person's behavior. 7 of Wands is also standing up to a bully, standing up to a naysayer, standing up to a gossiper. And no roadblock, no speed bump, no hiccup, no hurdle is going to get in your way of a goal you want to achieve. 1 or 2 things here is a priority. The rest is noise and garbage and obligations. There also could be a situation where you're trying to hold somebody accountable and responsible for their actions. But holding somebody accountable or responsible for their actions, I don't know if you can or not. Because the Seven of Swords is here, and so is the Five of Swords. This person has betrayed you not once, not twice, maybe even 3 times. It just keeps going around and around, especially with the world being in the blockage. Somebody has closure issues. Somebody here doesn't want to close out this cycle because it benefits them. So that Seven of Wands can also be a situation where a person is extremely reactive versus proactive. So if you have an emotional reaction to every single thing that's happening in the world, intellect is going to be very low for you to see clearly. Somebody doesn't want you to see, so what they're doing is creating like a big thing so that you can't go forth with your actual plans. What is this High Priestess and King of Wands in your present time? Being caught off guard or by surprise by a possession, or and the Eight of Cups. You're going regardless. The Eight of Cups is about emotionally detaching and purging old patterns, old habits, old outdated beliefs, and baggage. This was baggage for you that you were never supposed to carry of other people. So that Seven of Swords, you could be feeling a little bit, why didn't I see it? Or, you know, why didn't I leave earlier? Or I regret even giving this person the benefit of the doubt. Eight of Cups is also about trying to escape a situation here, trying to escape a situation where somebody is deflecting or being defiant. This person just keeps shrugging things off. This is a combative type of a person. Five of Swords is a dead end, and somebody's trying to bait or hook you back into. As soon as you start leaving, it almost feels like you're emotionally completely checked out, but at the same time, you just haven't physically left. Whatever this is. And the Ten of Wands. Holy smokes. So you have the Ten of Wands, the Ten of Swords, and the Five of Swords. Ten of Wands is oppression. It is also feeling like you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. It is also a sigh of relief. And moving away from any kind of one-sided dynamics. Now, this could be a one-sided dynamic between you and a person at a distance. Maybe this is a long-distance relationship. Cut off all contact. But somebody here doesn't want to cut off that contact because it still benefits them. So what is this Five of Cups in your focus and the Seven of Swords? And the Page of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. Well, the Page of Pentacles is study, research, and communication. I'm also getting something about child or children. But this is your soul longing and desiring for more. Page of Pentacles is like taking a course, taking a class, or doing something differently to get a different result in your life. I'm also getting something about this Page of Pentacles. It might be somebody who is a sandwich short of a picnic. Disappointing in some kind of news regarding resources. I'm also getting something about this Page of Pentacles. It is a new goal and a new focus. It is also a new manifestation. Longing and desiring for new. So what is this World card and Ace of Swords? Page of Pentacles is a really smart card, and I always talk about the Page of Pentacles because the Page of Pentacles means like taking a course, taking a class, upgrading your skills. It is also somebody longing and desiring, right? So there could be somebody who's longing and desiring, but the Seven of Swords is behind it. which it means they have a motive or an agenda attached to what they want out of a person. So is that unconditional love? No, that's based on transaction and conditioning. What is this Ace of Swords and the World card in the blockage? And the Knight of Cups. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. Okay, so you could be dealing with a Pisces. I'm also getting something about surgical. This could be cosmetic as well. But that Knight of Cups is somebody, yeah, charming, good looking, very persuasive. I'm also getting a person either pitched or proposed something and it got shot down. Whether this person pitched or proposed to you something and you shot it down, or this is something you pitched or proposed hoping that this was going to go somewhere, because this is like a love interest or something you had a lot of love for. Maybe this person was love bombing you, very persuasive, wants to take you on a date. I'm also getting something about like the date, like a calendar date. Because you have like 25 and then you also have like 22. Maybe you went on a couple dates with this person and nothing went anywhere. So yeah, again, it's time to move on, move forward. What is this? 4 of Pentacles and 7 of Wands? Caught off guard or by surprise? Somebody here is very reactive to what it is that you're doing. And I feel like maybe that this is why you've been kind of tiptoeing, trying to get out of this cycle. Because maybe this person is very persuasive, like very charming. And then this 4 of Pentacles. I'm also getting somebody here is drowning financially. And that's why they're staying in some kind of situation, or they're putting on the, well, Taurus, you know, we're in this together. What do you mean you're leaving? So what is the 7 of Wands and the 4 of Pentacles? And the 2 of Pentacles. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. Well, the 2 of Pentacles is pros and cons to a situation. So pros and cons to a situation, write down the pros, write down the cons, exhaust the list. If there is more pros, proceed forward. If there's more cons, scrap it, let it go. And this can also be an element of here, like working like a slave, working like a dog, and still only making chump change here. I'm also getting this person, something about keeping things confusing and keeping things up in the air so that, again, you keep this cycle going. This is somebody who has a reaction. So this person is very emotionally reactive. And if you allow your emotions to react to every single situations, yeah, you are going to not feel so grounded in your body. 2 of Pentacles is also a slippery slope. It means you're going here, you're going there, you're going everywhere, and therefore you're not actually being present. Give me another card for this 2 of Pentacles and 4 of Pentacles. Could be dealing with a Capricorn, a Leo, Pisces, and the Hermit. Major Arcana 4, Virgo. Well, the Hermit is about shining your light into dark spaces. It means you need to look at this situation a little bit deeper. And for some of you, this is a withdrawn energy. So there's something about not clinging on desperately to a person or a situation. Again, nobody's coming to save us. We're all on our own, so nobody's coming to save you. And it's about you starting something new. You could even be with that Page of Pentacles, research, study, digging up the dirt, or like sprucing up your resume and flying under the radar. And it almost feels like you're in regret of like, oh my God, am I doing what's best for everyone? No, you have to do what's best for you right now, Taurus. And the Hermit is about healing, therapy, counseling, a mentor. You need somebody, or you are a mentor, meaning like maybe you're absorbing a lot of other people's energy that is not for you to absorb. So let's just say like a third party comes in and you're like, yeah, it'd be really nice to relocate and move. And that person goes, oh, you can't move away. You have a dad to take care of. That makes you feel guilty for doing what, right? So you got to stay in that dynamic because your friend put a bug in your ear, right? And that's why about the whole thing about empaths is being the empath and the narcissist, being empathic. So this person could have a tooth gap. The Hermit is also about excessive isolation. Tall. This could also be a building. So let's just say you live in an apartment, and you might also be dealing with somebody who has a tooth gap and is very tall. This person might wear a ball cap and white shirt. A man? Yeah. That's what it felt like to me. It almost feels like a childhood friend that you need to move away from. Like, medium skin tone and bald. Somebody bald, medium skin tone, and hazel eyes. Whoa, this person here. This person's bald right here. The dog on the leash, and then here. I'm also getting something possibly about your fur baby. Somebody also might be keeping you in a relationship because of like, or keeping you in a dynamic. Some of the people do this, where let's just say that you and a loved one were in a relationship and you guys separated and had a dog. Well, this person is like keeping you in a dynamic because of the dog, of the actual dog. So let's just say you have the dog for a week and then your ex has the dog for a week. That's why this person keeps you in this karmic cycle. Keeps you working like a dog too as well. Okay. Surrender, let go, release, give up, and patience. Just surrender. Don't engage. It's not for you to engage in. Just let go. Because that Five of Swords is a win at all costs. It means somebody here does not consider another person's feelings in the dynamic. They just want to be in control. They want to have power, and they want to be right. Do you want to be right, or do you want to be happy? Magnetic attraction, alluring, lust, irresistible, and flirting. You know, it is fun to, this person could be tall, but alluring and lust isn't a relationship. It might be lusty feelings, or maybe this person wined and dined you and showed you an experience that you've never experienced, but this person is Page of Pentacles, is man, child, woman, child, and they're a liar. And you could also be kind of like, gosh, like, why didn't I see that? You know, just surrender. Don't beat yourself up about it. Between the lines, hidden meaning, vague, speculation, and implicit. Yeah, and if somebody is keeping you in a place of confusion, you don't know where you stand with this person, you know, if you even text this person, do they text you back? That is not your person. Trust that they'll show up. Consistency and showing up. That's your person. Reconciliation, reunion, second chance, back together, and I miss you. So you have to weigh up your pros and cons to this situation of, has this person changed? Have I changed? Have we changed as people? Because there's a karmic coming back around. But the whole thing is is that this karmic cycle never closed out in the first place. So there's somebody here who's having a really hard time on closing out a karmic cycle. So then there's a situation, even if you go into a new relationship, this is going to drag you down and you're going to carry it to the next relationship unless you purge it. Money path. A path with money is waiting for you to find. Beryl, you feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, and or goals. Page of Pentacles is your best friend. Page of Pentacles is about adding something new to your life to get a different routine. So let's just say that, you know, you're feeling quite alone, or like you're feeling like you don't have anybody. Well, the Hermit is about getting out into the world, not isolating yourself so much. Tortoise, slowly but surely getting ahead. Yeah. Seven of Swords can also be flying under the radar. This person regrets, or there's something about like they want you to regret on taking this action and closing this final chapter out. They want you to regret of like, oh, you know what, Taurus, you'll regret this. Will you? Bag, something important such as a new job and or a raise. Take that. And I feel like you're being quiet. Hat, you'll be playing a different role. Leveling up. That's what you're going to do. Later, Tater. Okay, Taurus, let me know how this resonates with you. Like, share, subscribe, and if you want to book a private reading with me, you can also do so in the description box below. Click on the link. It will take you to the website, and you can check out the options there. Take care, my friends. Bye-bye.